channel. So today I thought I'd do a fall inspired look, and I know a lot of you guys requested for the dark brown smoky eye, so I thought instead of doing the dark brown smoky eye, I would add it into a more burgundy smoky eye. You can definitely replace the burgundy with a dark brown, so it will be the same exact look, except it is a burgundy look versus a dark brown. So hope you guys like this look. Keep on watching to see how I got this look. Guys, I already moisturized my face, so now I'm going to be using the Smashbox Finish Photo Primer. Next I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever HD Foundation. The color I'm in is Y315. I am really pale right now. I did lose my summer tan, so I'm going to use it back of my hand right here. This will help warm it up. I just used 2 pumps. I'm going to be using the brush from Sigma, the flat kabuki brush, the F80 brush, and I'm just putting it in the back of my hand and I'm pressing it into my skin. Notice I'm not rubbing it, I'm pressing it because I don't want to move the primer, I don't want to move anything that's underneath, especially around my nose because I did like powder that area a little bit, so it helps with the staying power. I know also the kabuki brush is so good because it's flat, so it doesn't leave any streaks. And I'm not going for a really heavy coverage today, so the Makeup Forever is good because it can make it more of a medium coverage to a heavier coverage. You could totally build that up. So one thing I forgot to use, and I'm going to use it right now, it is the Pearl from Tatcha. I really like this. It's actually an eye cream, but what it does, it also helps color correct for me, so which I really like. It's a little goes a long way. Like I really just need that much because when you put it on, it will spread. It starts to break up and starts to spread all over. So I really like that, and it really does brighten up the under eye. And I'm just using my middle finger. I'm not pressing hard, and I'm like kind of tapping it out. Look at that. So you can see from here to here, huge difference, right? So this also has like properties to help with like dark circles. It helps with like prevention from like anti-aging properties. So this is like a really good eye cream that just turns out to have some color in it and some opaqueness into it, so that way, I don't know if that's actually a word, but whatever, you know what I mean. And just to help to cover up those like under eye colors, and then therefore when I put my concealer on, it'll be a little bit more flawless looking under my eyes. Use my Tarte Shape Tape in the color medium. I'm just putting that under my eye. I'm putting that very lightly, like not like a lot. I like to also highlight my zone, so I'm going to use it a little bit on my nose, just the tip of it. And the key with makeup and for like lasting longer is also just putting little by little. If I feel like I need a little bit more coverage, then I'll put a little bit more on in those areas. If you keep on like caking it on, then it'll just start to cake up on you and build up, and then it just won't look cute. So oh sorry, this brush I'm using is the F86 brush for Kabuki brush from Sigma. It also has like a really nice fine point, so it goes right into the corners when I'm putting it, and I'm, like I said, I'm pressing it down, I'm not rubbing it. I'm going to be using the Fenty contour stick. It's in color Mocha, and I'm just going to slightly, I'm not going to do a heavy contour today. I always like to contour my nose. I like to look down and then see, because my nose is slightly crooked. So I just want to make sure, and maybe I will contour. I have a full day ahead of me, guys, so I just want to make sure. I'm not going to do my chin. Maybe I will. The next brush I'm using is the Sephora Pro Small Stippling Brush. It's nice and flat, has a dual fibers on it. What I like to do is just press it and push it upwards. Press it, like melt it into the skin, and then push upwards to blend. So again, I don't want to ruin my foundation that's underneath, and that's why I'm pressing it more into the skin, and then I'll blend. This one I'm just going to push down onto my chin. I'll be taking the flat precision brush, and I believe the one is P80. And it is right here. See, it's nice and flat and small. I'm just going to be, and this is from Sigma, again. And I'm pressing that down onto my nose. I'm pressing it, letting it melt, and then I'm pushing downwards. In here, so that way the highlight still shows in the nose. I'm going to set my makeup again, so I'm going to use the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm using is from the MAC 189 brush. This brush is discontinued, but I have to say I really love this brush. Like, I wish MAC kind of brought it back for you guys. I'm lucky enough to snag 2 of them. So I have one for my kit and one for myself, so that's how much I love this brush. This is supposed to be like a foundation brush, and it's a really good foundation brush. I used it before, but I really love using it as a setting powder instead. I'm setting the rest of my face, like using the Skin Mineralize from MAC powder. This is the color medium golden. Taking the Pro Sculpting brush from Sephora, and I'm just going to be pressing it. I really like this brush too, because see how that's a triangular shape? I really like that you could get right into the inner corner of the eye. And I'm just lightly packing that on. It just gives a little bit more of like a flawless finish to your face. So a lot of people use the Max Fix Plus powder, and that's a really good powder. Like, your face looks so beautiful in person. It looks so amazing. Selfies, everything. Like, your face just looks like wowzers. However, that gives so much flashback. It's unbelievable. Like, I used to do that technique because, like, that was the thing to do, and everybody does it, you know, like, to give that flawless finish. And then one time there was like a picture of me, like someone took a picture, and I'm like, why do I have a white cast? And it was because, and then I had to find out. I talked to like MAC, I had to like go on their online chat, like, and they said, yeah, it does cause flashback. And I'm like, stay away from that. So never again. So I'm going to be using the Becca Cosmetics. It's called the Sunrise Waves. So I see how it has like opal and then different shades of the bronzers. I really like this right now, but I won't be repurchasing this. So just because I have all the other bronzers colors, and I just wanted to use this up and finish it and be done with it. I do like it. I like the softness of it. But when I was tanned, it didn't work on my skin. So I have to be pretty fair for this color. So what I'm doing, I'm taking it right into where I did setting my contour point. So where I put my contour right in here, I'm just setting it, and I'm lightly dusting it over and like pressing it and blending it upwards. You always want to lifting to give that youthfulness. Because this has opal in it, it gives like another glow, like within, like it's not like too chunky looking. I'm going to be using the Marc Jacob Tan tastic bronzer. This thing is huge. Like, it should last me forever, I'm hoping. So right in here, it's a little bit more cool tone, like has a little bit gray undertone. I really like that first contour. Now, you don't want to make it so harsh, so you want to go from here to where the eyebrow is. So just where the eyebrow ends of your eyebrows, right in here. That's it, and blend upwards. This brush that I did use, I didn't mention, was the MAC 109 brush. So what I'm going to be using is the Natasha Denona Duo Glow blush. I love this blush. I've already like hit pan on it, so I'm debating if I should buy another one. I probably will. This is the color Alba, and it has like a really radiance glow to it when I put this blush on. I don't really like too much blush. I feel like it's too cheeky for me, so I just like to put like a little bit, just to add like a little bit of rose to me. But see how it kind of glows even further? Like, it just adds like this beautiful hue of glow with a little bit of rosiness to it, so I really love that. My face is almost done. I will put a highlighter in, but I like to do it at the end. I'm doing my brows right now. I'm not gonna do them, keep them on camera, because I find brows so boring. So I'm just gonna quickly use it. I'm just using the Anastasia Brow Wiz from Dark Brown. I'm so used to this. It's like a small fine tip right here. My brows are done now, so I'm gonna get right into like doing my eye makeup now. I'm gonna use the Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, and I'm just using my finger, and I'm just applying that all over my lid. So the palette I'll be using is the Soft Glam palette from Anastasia. It is a really beautiful palette right there. The look I'm going to go for is actually a smoky eye. Now, a lot of you asked me for the dark brown smoky eye that I've been always doing. That's like my signature, my everyday, my go-to. If it's full glam look, I really want to do that. You just change it up with your lashes. So instead of using a dark brown, I'm going to go with more of a like burgundy, more of a burgundy fall color because it's fall, and I want it to be a little bit more warmer, more fall color because I love fall. Like fall is one of my favorite seasons. So I'm going to go with more of this color on my lid. Now you can definitely use a brown, a black, whatever you like in that color scheme to do the dark smoky eye or classic. You could definitely, with the whole look, you could just replace it with a brown, but I'm going to be using this color on my lid. So same technique, same way I'm going to be using it, is just a different color on my lid. It's literally, that's how easy it is when it comes to smoky eye. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be setting like I'm just going to be dusting the color so it's not as tacky, because when you're doing a smoky eye, you don't want it to be sticky on here because the blending will be more patchy. Set this up here under my arch, my brow. So I'm going to be taking the LCE1 brush, and I'm just going to take this color right here is Tempera, and I'm just going to put it right all over in here. I'll be using the color Orange Soda, and I'm just putting that into my above my crease as a transition shade. And I'm just slightly winging it out like this. So I'm dipping it in. I want to tap off the excess. Because I've done my face already, the chances of it fallout would be obviously likely and ruining my makeup. So that's why a lot of people like to do eyes first, but I'd rather just have the face done with and over with, you know what I mean? When it comes to eyeshadows, like just even when you're contouring too, like how I use different colors, you kind of want to build up to it. It looks a little bit more blended that way. And when I'm placing it, I'm using like windshield wiper motions just to blend it out, okay? So you don't want any harsh lines. I'm gonna use this burnt orange, so it's a little bit darker, deeper than the orange soda. And again, I'm gonna go into like the outer V and then into more deeper into my crease. And I'm gonna also take that burnt orange and put it under my lower lash line. And then here I'm using the sienna. And again, same thing, deepening it up. And I'm warming up that more of that transition. Then I'm going to be using Rustic right in here. Same brush. And I'm just going to see how good this brush is, guys. It's so good. I'm going to be using the shader brush from Makeup Addiction. Really flat, and then it has like a nice V so it can get right into the corners, right into the lash line. I love this brush. So I'm going to be using the color Mulberry right over here. And I'm just going to be packing it on. The main thing when it comes to smoky eye, you don't want to go too high up. That's why I did all the transitions, so you know where to stop. Like, you know, like, okay, right here is I'm going to stop, and then I'll blend it all together. But I just want you to see, like, I'm not going too high up in there, and that's why I did the transitions a little bit lower onto the lid, so it kind of like it looks a little bit more blended into it. Now I'm going to go back in with my 217 brush, and I'm just going to be blending all the edges out of there. And I'm just winging it out a little bit to the end to give it more of like an almond shape. Brush right here, I'm just going to also put it a little bit on my lower lash line, and I'm just tapping it out. And there's some fallout, of course, so I'm just going to dust it off. Eyeliner from Inglot, number 77. I really love this eyeliner a lot. It's really black, intense, and it does stay. I'm not going to do a wing. Well, I don't think I'm going to do it, but I'm just going to like line the lashes and then kind of like blend it a little bit. Do my waterline. It's an angle brush right here, but it's a liner brush from Makeup Addiction, and I'm just going to be putting it right in here, and I'm just going to be setting it in my lower lash line, and it's going to like, I'm going to be smudging it a little bit out of the waterline too, just to give that smoky effect. And with the gel liner, we'll make it stay on longer, so that's a key. So even if you use a pencil and you notice that it kind of comes off, you need to set it. And then I'm also going to put in my upper lash line. I'm not going to go too dramatic with my lashes today just because I am going to be using it for the day. It's not like I'm going out at all tonight. I don't think I am. So it's mainly just for work and I want it to be comfortable. So I really love these velour lashes. They're called Serendipity. I'll give you a code for 20% off. It's not my code actually. It's this girl that I know and I use her code and it's 20% off. She's a really good makeup artist. Her name is RM Beauty. Her name is Rose. She's a really good makeup artist and I really admire her work. She does a really good flawless face and she's the one who introduced me to these lashes and I love them. So I do use them all the time. So I will link down her code below if you want to save some money in buying these lashes. So I do not benefit from them or anything at all. I don't get anything, but I just thought, you know what, if you want to buy these lashes at a little bit of a discount, why not, right? So I'm using the Glue Lily lashes. I mean, I usually use the House of Lashes glue. I don't have any left. I have it in my kit. I'm just too lazy to take it out, and I'm using this glue. I don't know if I'm a fan yet. But it's for myself, so, and like look how messy this, I just opened this yesterday and like look how messy this applicator already is. The brush, ugh, I don't know, not a big fan. Okay, so I'm going to be putting my lashes on. Okay, so I'm going to be using the LC small pencil brush right here. I'm going to be using the color Glistening and I'm just going to put it in my inner tear duct. Just to open it up and brighten it up. Right in here. So I'm going to be using the Dose of Colors, the I Love Sari with the Dose of Colors collab, and I'm going to use the color Soulmate. It looks dark in the pan, but when you put it on, it is beautiful. And do you see that glow? And I'm going to be putting a little bit on my nose tip and the Cupid's bow. Okay, then I'm going to be using the Blush Copper. I'm putting a little bit on my blush brush and I'm just putting it right in here. This is from Becca Cosmetics, the blush. I love this brush. I probably use this all the time, every day. But you can kind of see the highlight, like how it's like, it's glowing to the moon right now, okay? Like that's how gorgeous this highlight is. So I'm going to use a Pat McGrath Supernatural and I'm just going to be lining my lips with it. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Stripped. And I'm just going to be setting my face with the Gerard Cosmetics Lay All Day setting spray. There you go, guys. Here's the final look. I hope you guys like it. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. Let me know down below what else you guys want to see. Well, thanks and have a great day, guys. Bye.